Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football here with Keller Central High School here with the head coach of the Chargers, Coach Bart Helsley. Coach, I know it's a busy time of year. You guys are wrapping up spring football, and we appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us after practice. Obviously, I was out there watching you guys practice a little bit. Spring ball's wrapping up. I know the biggest thing to come out of spring ball is not to get anyone injured. You want to stay healthy, but kind of give overall, for the fans and media out there, kind of your impressions of spring ball so far for Keller Central and how things have turned out.
Yeah, first thing we were really needing to address was we graduated all 3 defensive linemen last year, so we knew that we had to get some. We got some young guys in there right now, and we've really seen some young kids step up. Then we have a linebacker spot that was open. In a safety spot. So we saw some good things defensively. I think as the spring went on, the defense really gained an edge. And then offensively, we returned most of our receivers. We've moved Isaiah Ganaway to a full-time running back. And he's done a great job. Grant Meek has stepped in at quarterback, and he's really he's done a good job. And so We're moving forward. We've had some injuries in the offensive line from the season, so we had to plug some holes and get some new guys in there. And it was, touch and go there for a while, but everything's worked out pretty good in the end.
You think maybe the injuries to the offensive linemen could long-term be a blessing in disguise because those guys should be back and ready to go when fall camp starts, but you were able to get some valuable reps for some younger guys, maybe to try to develop some depth, and that's always, if you can have depth in the trenches, that's a great thing, right?
No question about that. I think that, we feel like we've got about 7 or 8 kids that are able to get in the mix and play, and we haven't been that deep at the offensive line in quite some time. So, we've got some good size up front, and that we're happy about that, and just we got a lot of work ahead of us. But I think that we're in a good place right now.
All right, your spring game is Friday night, I believe, right? So once that wraps up, you guys move into your summer strength and conditioning as school wraps up. Can you kind of give us an idea of what the summer looks like for a Keller Central football player?
One of the things we want to focus on this year, we've kind of neglected 7-on-7 the last couple of years, but we really didn't feel like we needed to work on some things there. But we feel like we've got a good group coming back, so we want to make sure we work on some continuity and get some consistency and working good as a group. So I think that's going to be important for us this summer. And I think our strength and conditioning, our kids really, I think they enjoy it, and we've always had a good turnout. But it's always critical. We've seen some kids have some incredible gains in the weight room in the last couple of months. A couple of kids on defense. Powerlifting was good for us this year, and I think our kids, have seen what the weight room can do for them. So we're excited about getting them in there, and I think they're pretty fired up about the weight room.
There's a misconception out there about summer strength and conditioning that it's just for football, but it's all sports, right? That y'all have a program for all the girls athletes and boys athletes, right?
We encourage all of them to be a part of it. I know that our baseball coach and our soccer coach are very adamant about the kids being involved with it too, and it's great accountability for the teams working together. I think that's probably the biggest thing, that we look at. Is that those guys are working together, they see each other working, and they know that, hey man, I know I can count on that guy. And that's what's really important. And they get great instruction. They get great instruction. We've got several coaches that do a great job in the weight room, and then we've got track coaches that work with the kids outside. So they're getting very good work. And the great thing is that they're doing it together.
All right, and final question for you, Coach. Looking ahead to 2017, still a little ways away, but it's creeping up close. Obviously, last year Abilene, kind of had the run in District 3, 6A last year. Really controlled things and ran through the district schedule. Obviously, they're going to be in the mix again this year. I know they lose a lot, but they're still Abilene High, and they're a good ball club. But how do you see the district as a whole shaking out? Without making any predictions and giving anyone any bulletin board material.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bulletin board material, but I know that if I look at everybody in the district, I feel like everybody's got a chance to be better. I know Haltom's going to be better. We had a knockdown drag out with them last year. Obviously, the 3 Keller schools and us, the 4 of us together, every time we line up against each other, it's a good match. And then. Weatherford's got a new coach out there and probably going to have a new system, so we don't know a whole lot about them, right now. and then Abilene is Abilene. You know, they may have graduated some pretty good players, but their coaching staff does a great job. So it's going to be a toss up. I think I like the competitiveness of the district though. I think it's a very competitive district, top to bottom, and I think our kids know each week if we're going to win. We got to play good football.
And I guess it helps you get ready for the playoffs, right? I mean, because you're matched up at a tough district and by district. The Arlington district's tough, so that competitiveness and tough games kind of can prepare you for the playoff grind, right?
Yes, that and we play Arlington Lamar in non-district, and it's that district is very tough, and that they're gonna, whatever team you're playing against is gonna line up some really good kids, and so it's a challenge. But I'm excited. It's spring is wrapping up, so it's kind of like, all right, guys, we kind of got this part of the work done. Now let's look forward to the season starting. So we're looking forward to it.
Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks for having us out. We will see you in 2017.
All right, thank you.